So today morning, try to do fasting. Don't make God fast. God can have prasadam. He's not fasting. Don't make deities fast, but you should fast. Like Ekadashi also, the Lord can have grains, but you should not have. So whenever festivals are there, be fast, but not the deities are fasting. Okay? They can eat. Okay. So let us, evening there will be a function of Balaram Jayanti. So I'm giving you a little trailer. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shurvati Vashabda Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is a song Jayadev Goswami's because Vahasi Bapu se Vishade Vasanam Jaladabham Halahati Bhita Milita Yamunam Keshavadrita Haladhara Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. Okay, if you want to sing, it will come. Vahasi Bapusi Vishade Vasanam Jaladabham Halahati Bhiti Milita Yamunam Keshavadrita Haladhara Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. Ahasi Vapusi Vishade Vasanam Jaladabham Alahati Bhiti Milita Yamunam Keshavadrita Haladhara Rupa Jayo Jagadish Hare Jayo Jagadish Hare Jayo Jagadish Hare. Vahasi Vapusi Vishade Vasanam Jaladabham Halahati Bhiti Milita Yamunam Keshavadrita Haladhara Rupa Jayo Jagadish Hare Jayo Jagadish Hare Jayo Jagadish Hare. O Keshav, Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who assumed the form of Balarama, the wielder of the flow, all glories to you, your brilliant white body. Balaramji is white. You wear garments the color of a fresh blue rain cloud. These garments are colored like the beautiful dark hue of the river Yamuna, which feels great fear due to the striking of your flow. So who is Balaramji? Balaramji is the first expansion of Krishna in Goloka. He also resides in Goloka with Krishna and participates in practically every pastime of the Lord. will see now. And he gives opportunity to the devotees, teaching them about Krishna. He's the guru. First guru is Balaramji. Nityananda also, when Lord Chaitanya, Balaram Hoile Nitai. When Krishna takes the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balaramji accompanies him as Nityananda. Okay. It's always in Krishna's different pastime. Rama, Lakshmana, he's there. Always assisting. His mood is to assist the Lord's pastime. In fact, he has various manifestations to serve the Lord. When the Lord lies down in various oceans, he comes as the snake to give the Lord rest. Ananda Shesha, Adi Shesha. Always in the mood. Therefore, in the temple, even the Mridanga is called Balaram. Every facility to serve the Lord is Balaram. In the spiritual world, Krishna expands as Balaram, and then that's it. The next expansion starts from Balaram. He just played flutes and dances. So let us understand Balaram's different pastime, Balaramji's different pastimes, and Krishna's Leela. Even in the stealing of butter, he was there with Krishna, assisting him there also. The mood, the pleasure of service Krishna begins with Balaram. And there is the happiness of serving Krishna. He is the first person. And even Lord Krishna himself wants to sometimes taste that becomes Lord Chaitanya. When Lord Krishna is going, taking care of the cows, he is there with him. Only color is different. Everything is almost similar. Little ornament, he likes to have his hala. Krishna has his flute. Slight difference, otherwise same person. Color, he wears bluish dress. Krishna wears saffron dress. Yamuna Tira Vanachari is there with Krishna playing with the coward boys. There are various, he assisted Krishna in killing various demons that came. Some demons Krishna personally killed, some demons he got killed through Balaram. This is, you know about this, Pralambasura. He joined them. Pralambasura came as a coward boy. Krishna Balaram knew what's happening. And then there was a contest between Krishna's party and Balaramji's party. He joined, the Pralambasura joined Krishna's party, and Krishna party lost. And Balaramji's party won. Say some came like tug of war or something. And now Krishna's party has to carry the Balaramji's party on the shoulder back. That's the deal. Whoever loses carries it back to the village on the shoulder. Children's fun. But when Lord does it, it is spiritual. Otherwise, it's just material. So Balaramji, Pralambasura agrees to carry Balaram, and he has a plan. He was scared of Krishna. He think too powerful. Like he thought eliminate Balaram. He had a plan to kill Balaram. And he keeps him on his shoulder. And after some time, takes him on a different path and takes a huge form of the demon. So Balaram sees what's happening. This has become so big. Just takes his hand and one fist on his, you see the one fist on his head, and he drops down dead. That end of Pralambasura. Another demon which is killed by Balaram was Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura was a special forest in Vrindavan area of Talavan. And there they go, Krishna Balaram and the team go. And because all the boys wanted to taste the fruits there, but nobody is entering there because one great demon called Dhenukasura was there. In a form of an ass. You know, there's many demons took different forms, sometimes like a snake, a Aghasura, Bakasura. This fellow was there in the form of ass and very powerful demon. He came and with the back of his leg started, hitting his chest, Balaramji's chest. When they reached there, Balaramji caught his leg. He died and threw him away. So that is Dhenukasura. Dvivida. Dvivida was interesting. He was from Lord Rama's Leela. Even there in Ramayana, participated and did service there. So many people did service in Lord Rama's army in killing Ravana's army. But he had an offense for Lakshmana. You should think Lord Rama is special, Lakshmana is like that only. Similarly, Krishna Balaram, he thought Krishna is special or Balaramji is not so important. And that offense led to this aparadha. Finally, the offense means it has to one day be eliminated. It will bring the fruit. And by the bad company of other people, at other asuras during that time, like Banasura, Bhaumasura, he was spoiled, totally became demonic. He said, "Aapko kya mila? What is the use of your fighting with the Lord Rama? What did he give you?" Like that, they spoiled his head, became demonic. Even though originally he's in Ramli, he became demonic. And he was killed by Balaramji. And Lord Balaram was with the gopis. And just like Krishna has set of gopis, Balaram has his own set of gopis. They're different. Balaramji also does Raslila like Krishna. So he came and when he was with the gopis, started teasing the gopis and he started abusing them in various ways, doing various offenses and started commanding them, disturbing them. So Balaramji said, okay. So there was a big war. He was very powerful. You see, all the trees he brought one by one all the trees. And Balaramji with his gada just broke the trees. Tack, 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 tack. And finally, all the trees are finished. Then his time is open fist to do, like your boxing. And after some time, Balaramji took one on his chest and finished chapter over. He died. It was a Divida Gur, end of Divida Gur. And he's there in all the pastimes of Balaram, Krishna taking care of the cows. You see, he's there with him. Krishna is playing flute. He has his haladhara. And when Krishna left Vrindavan and he went to Mathura, Balaramji went with him. Okay, so he's always with Krishna in every Leela. And Akrura came to Vrindavan. Akrura, and then, when they were going back to, Akrura was going back to Vrindavan to Mathura, all the gopis came to stop Krishna. Please don't go. They had somewhat a fear in the heart that Krishna may not come back. It was true, Krishna never came back. But not that Krishna gave pain to them. An intense love, pure love they have. This is, you can see Radharani. The many gopis fainted, thinking of separation from Krishna. Intense love for Krishna. So at that time, Krishna was reassuring them. Just little, I'm just going. I'm just going to, some work is there. So that I'll come back. True, Krishna never came back. And that was the fear of Balaram. Now all the gopis may not come back. But he was there with Krishna. See. And then we have, they go to Mathura, and the people of Mathura, you can see the Brahmanas who know who is Krishna Balaram. They're doing arati for them on the street itself. Just like in a temple you do. Now suppose Krishna, just like Rath Yatra time, people take out their arati, they do an arati for the Lord, they offer bhoga. So they're doing Chanura, Mushtika. Chanura and Mushtika. And then finally, and when they reached there was a wrestling match. So Krishna took care of Chanura, Balaramji took care of Mushtika. And then finally they killed both the wrestlers and killed remaining of them also. And then Krishna killed Kamsa. And Krishna told Balaramji, you kill the remaining brothers of Kamsa because we are not so closely related. It's not good to kill our relatives. But Balaramji is not so. Krishna was related. So Krishna was known, Balaramji is known as son of Rohini. They're not so closely related. Originally both are son of Devaki, but in this world is known as son of Rohini. And Krishna said, okay, I had to kill Kamsa. He was too demoniac. But others you kill. So all the brothers of Kamsa killed by Balaramji. Yeah. And then finally they run to Vasudeva and Devaki. They both are there. He's there with Krishna in every pastime. Then they go to place of Sandipani Mani. Balaramji is there with Krishna. Is he always there with him? They go to the place Sandipani Mani, and Sandipani Mani is teaching them, instructing them. First, he teaches them all the Astra Vidya as a Kshatriya, various values of a Kshatriya. Then what is very famous is the 64 life skills he teaches. Today we don't teach life skills in schools and colleges. Just some skill to make a livelihood. So he teaches that also. And he's there. You can see his there. Then the very famous pastime is that once after they left Vrindavan, Balaramji goes back once to meet everybody. And everybody is very happy. Nanda Maharaj is very happy. Yashoda is so happy. He goes once to meet. And then after that, he's with the gopis. He has his own set of gopis, like Krishna's one set, Balaramji has his own set of gopis. And then what happens that he asks Yamuna, come near. Yamuna doesn't care. He said, you don't care? He took his hala and started digging earth. I'll drag you to come here. Then she understood, this is my Lord. She comes and offers prayers to the very famous pastor. Balaramji sometimes acts as something known as Adbhuta Leela. His Leelas are not easy to understand sometimes. Okay, this is another Adbhuta activity. Is that, I think first one I can tell that easy to understand. That is Rukmi. Now the Rukmi, you know that Krishna had defeated Rukmi and then he had a grudge always. Rukmi, but marriage was happening to Shishupal and then Krishna kidnapped Rukmini. So the brother of Rukmi, he challenged Krishna on the way and Krishna defeated Rukmi, destroyed his chariot and all the request of Rukmini, he did not kill Rukmini, but removed some hairs here and there from his head and insulted him. So anyway, so after that, Rukmini developed some kind of animosity towards Krishna, but still he was very attached to his sister, Rukmini. So even he agreed to marry his daughter and then granddaughter to this family. And this is one of the marriages. And at that time, after the marriage ceremony, they are just leisurely playing. So he challenges Balaramji for a gambling match. And he says, you don't know gambling. You just know how to play with cows. You're just insulting them because they were in Vrindavan sometimes. So Kshatriyas used to make fun. Yeah, you know how to take care of cows. You don't know. Kshatriyas sometimes used to gamble. And when they challenge for gambling, you cannot say no. Like Yudhishthira was also trapped. Same way Balaramji, they said you have to gamble. He said, okay. And in the gambling is going on, they are betting. So they think 1,000 gold coins, 5,000 gold coins. They are kings, so pick 10,000 gold coins. And Balaramji is putting, and every time actually he's in. But by deceit, Rukmi is saying, I won. So at the third time, there is even an Akashman. It's Balaramji who has won. He doesn't care and he starts laughing. So somebody shows some teeth to Balaramji, somebody laughs, somebody just has a smirk smile on his face. Balaramji, you know that he's Adbhuta. He takes his gada and first puts on the head of Rukmi, he dies. And then after that, all the persons were showing the smile, he takes the teeth out with his gada, gives them nicely. So his leelas are a little Adbhuta. Wonderful leela. And Balaramji's beauty is extraordinary. Let her take shelter of lotus feet of Balaram's beauty is enhanced by the earring touching his cheeks. His fish is decorated with tilaka made from kasturi musk, and the broad is decorated with the garland of gunja, small constance. White as the autumn cloud, he wears a garment of blue color, and his voice is very grave. His arms are very long, touching his thighs, and he has shown his great strength by killing the Pralamba demon. Let us take shelter of. And we just sang this. Okay, that's it. Now the question, something more deeper about Balaramji is that he is in a mood of service. So I can speak from Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is a whole chapter glorifying Nityananda. that is Balaram. In the chapter, it is said that how the various expansions of Balaramji assist in Krishna's service. Because the chapter talks about Mahavishnu is so great, from expansion of Sankarsana, it's so great. Millions of universes come out of his body. And he glances at these universes, and all the living entity is born with the metal nature by the glance of Mahavishnu. He explains all this. And he says, this Mahavishnu is nothing but an expansion of Balaram. Then he talks about Garbhodaksha Vishnu, after Mahavishnu, who lies on the Garbhodaka ocean inside every universe. And he said, Garbhodaksha Vishnu is so great, from his navel, Brahma is born. He didn't take help of Lakshmi, who directly gave birth to Brahma. And he keeps glorifying Garbhodaksha Vishnu. This Garbhodaksha Vishnu is nothing but an expansion of Balaram. Then he talks about Kshirodaksha Vishnu, who resides everybody's heart of Paramatma and is directing the wanderings of the living entity. Ishara Sarva Bhutanam Hridadesha Arjuna Tishtati. So he talks about that third expansion. I said, but this is Kshirodaksha Vishnu is also nothing but expansion of the expansion of Balaram. Then he talks about the Shesha on which the Mahavishnu lies down. He said, what is that? That is also nothing but expansion of Balaram. So he takes these four features of Balaramji, which are in service to Krishna. That's what the big explanation, the big chapter is. And then there's sometimes there is another point is that understanding the pastimes of Balaram are not easy. That's called the technical term avaduta. Not easy to understand. Very, very difficult to understand. Just like, I didn't talk about Romaharshana Sutta. So Romaharshana Sutta was a Brahmana. No, sorry, not a Brahmana. He's mixed. Now Sutta means mixed. So what happens is that Romaharshana Sutta was taking Bhagavatam class. So when he's taking Bhagavatam class, When he's taking Bhagavatam class, what happens that he is the person taking Bhagavatam class is Romaharshana Sutta, father of Suta Goswami, who later spoke on that. I was speaking, he's a disciple of Vedanta. Everything is great. He has invested in knowledge of the Purana. But somehow there was a hypocrisy in his heart. He was not really devoted to Krishna Balaram. And he's speaking about them. This is hypocrisy. Nobody likes hypocrisy. And Balaramji visited that place and he saw that he did not even get up 1 inch or offer any respect. What is this person doing actually? He is not representing us. He's speaking about Bhagavatam. For what purpose? He doesn't have any glories in his heart for us. Bhagavatam is nothing but glorification of the Lord. Bhagavad Gita is nothing but glorification of the Lord. Vedesha sarvaiva ahameva vedyaha. So Balaramji wants to stop that. They said, Avaishnava mukho gita puta harikatamitam shavanam naiva kartam. Somebody is not a Vaishnava. We should not hear about God from him. Shavanam naiva kartam. Sarpojastupaya, the equivalent of milk pressed by a serpent's poison. So what does Balaramji do? He go near him, takes a kusha grass, just touches his heart and takes the soul out of the body. And that Romaharshana Sutta dies on the asana. And then the Brahmanas are a little upset because somebody, they say, you've done Brahmatya, you've done this, he was a great sage, he was speaking about Bhagavatam, you killed him. Balaram says, I'll give him back the life then. No. You're Vishnu, your activity should not be undone. But in this world, people will not understand this. And then the way you are a Kshatriya, you killed a Brahmana, it's not etiquette. That's what we are telling. It sets a wrong example. So some prayaschitta should be there. He said, okay, tell him the prayaschitta. So you should go to all the holy places. So done, I'll go there. One more. What is that? There one Bilvala, one demon comes every day evening and it destroys our whole puja, yagna, puja place, passes dirty things on the place, throws dirty things, and it causes so much pain and anxiety to us. He's regularly coming and harassing us. So Balaramji said, okay, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. So he's waiting there, and suddenly in the evening is again that huge demon coming flying and makes all sky colored and throws obnoxious thing on the puja and harasses, beats of people. Balaramji takes his flow, his divya flow, just like Krishna. When he wants chakra appears, Balaramji's flow appears and puts him on from the air bronze to the ground. The gada appears, puts on his head, and he's done. Okay? And then he goes for Tirth Yatra. Okay, so this is taken. Now, sometimes somebody asks this question, why did Balaram teach Gada to Duryodhana? Interesting question. It looks like as Krishna was attached to the Pandavas, Balaram was attached to the Kauravas. But his mood is always service to the Ram. It's like when Jagannath Baldev Subhadra was kidnapped by Arjuna. At that time, he was very angry. Okay? But then Krishna explained to him. Immediately, he doesn't cross Krishna. It's okay. His always mood is service to Krishna. It's fine. Similarly, when there was the Gada Yuddha between Bhima and Duryodhana, Duryodhana was a disciple of Balaramji. And he was therefore highly skilled. Bhima had more power, Duryodhana had more skill. And on top of it, in the final war, he had benediction of Gandhari on his body. The body will not be easily broken. But Krishna, when Duryodhana was going to his Gandhari, said, you come to me today. And any tapas, if you have done, you have something known as tapas shakti. You can give some blessing. If you have punya, you can share. So, whatever reasons, Gandhari had closed her eyes for life and tapasya as mood of service to the husband. She didn't want to surpass husband in any way, always be like in a mood of service. She closed her eyes with a cloth. And she said, my dear child, you come. I done so much tapasya. Now I give you tapasphala. I'll make your body so strong that Gada or Bhima will not be able to do anything. So even though the son was very demoniac, she was very attached. That's the weakness. So she tells him to come to the ashram and I'll open the eyes. So she tells Duryodhana to come. So Duryodhana was going naked. So when Krishna knows everything, he landed up there. He's at the right time, at the right place. Duryodhana, where are you going? To meet mother? The Besharam, at least wear some langot now. How can you go naked? So he said, okay, I'll wear some langot. And if he goes inside wearing langot, and mother opens the eyes with the blessing, that the whole body becomes like iron. But she sees he wearing langot. Why are you wearing langot? So Krishna said so. Krishna said so. And that's the Krishna knew that. So it was difficult to kill him. So Krishna then indicated to Bhima, kill him there, hit there, which is again the rule of Gada Yuddha. So, but he still did that. And Balaramji was watching. You broke the rule? He was very angry. But then Krishna said, and he will not cross Krishna. It's always he's in the mood of service to Krishna. So then the question comes, sometimes people ask question that, why did he teach Gada Yuddha to Duryodhana? And then he's also Vishnu Vaishnava. That question comes. They're also Vaishnavas. Okay, both are Vishnus only. Krishna or Balaramji. So what's wrong? They both are Vishnu Tattva. What's wrong? See, sometime Mother Yashoda, the answer to that is, sometime Mother Yashoda is scolding Krishna. What kind of bhakti is this? You will ask that. Sometimes Radharani also fighting with Krishna. Says, bhakti means to serve, no? What are they doing? What kind of service is this? She's running with a stick behind Krishna, but she gives great pleasure. Similarly, Radharani also, when she, criticizes Krishna, I know what kind of person I know. What you did to Bali, we all know. Don't think we have very great opinion about it. She teases him. And Krishna enjoys all that thing. And what you did to the Bali also, who are that fellow? Took away everything. I know what you kind of person are. So she has great fun, and Krishna enjoys those sarcastic comments. The same way, but that's the limit of bhakti. We do not know. Bhakti means they are the gurus. Radharani is our guru. She teaches what is bhakti. Expansion of bhakti. Bhakti is not only serving Krishna, but these are not for us, very advanced devotees. Similarly, Mother Yashoda also teaches us, but in bhakti sometimes even playing with Krishna and correcting. Nanda Maharaj also sometimes quotes Krishna. You should not do like that. The same way, Balaramji also is teaching something which is abnormal. What he's doing is actually go die. If he doesn't teach Gada Yuddha to this fellow, he will never have confidence to even fight. But this person is demonic, he has to die. So he said, okay, go, I'll teach you Gada Yuddha. So it's not in the spirit of doing anything against Krishna's interest. That is not the plan. But the plan is little difficult to understand. Vaishnava Kriya Mudda is very difficult to understand. Correct? We should not make judgment. So that is there, Jamar. Otherwise, this fellow will not have courage. Go, die. So he taught. Duryodhana came to meet him. It's not that he is blessing him in pure devotion. That he never asked. He was a demon. But he just came for some things. So assisted in Krishna's pastime by bringing pride to the heart of Duryodhana. I'm so powerful warrior. So assisting in the Lord, arrangement of the Mahabharata Yuddha, that became crucial. That's why the Mahabharata happened and Krishna could clean up the excess burden of Kshatriyas on earth and wholesale remove unwanted big demons on earth. So he assisted in that by doing something which is actually contrary to Krishna. Correct? It's contrary. Krishna's interest is with the Pandavas. He's training the Kauravas. That is just to bring pride in the heart. Okay, Hare Krishna. So today, try to do fasting till half day. Balaramji is our guru. Prabhupada explains in Krishna book that Bala, Nayam Atma Balehena hi labhyaha. The shloka is there. Without the strength from Balaramji, you cannot advance in spiritual life. So without the blessing of Balaramji, you cannot get Krishna. Now this Bala refers to spiritual strength. Just like you chant Hare Krishna, you need spiritual strength. Otherwise you cannot chant. You cannot chant one round also. You need spiritual strength. To serve Krishna also, we serve not by physical strength, but spiritual strength. That spiritual strength comes from Balaramji. So pray to Balaramji. Today is an auspicious day. I'm not chanting properly. Please bless me. I chant every round, every word properly, very attentively. Hearing the 16 words. Actually, we should record our japa and check later. Are we chanting Mahamantra or chanting something else? Everybody. There is some mistake always as time goes. It becomes what is called Takiya Kalam. We're chanting something else. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this Rama refers to either Balaram or Sitaram or Ashuram. But among them, Balaramji is the, if you say technically, the highest manifestation, because it's there in Goloka with Krishna. So sometimes some people create controversy that Balaram, Ram is to Balaram. What does it matter? Prabhupada said all the three are same. There's one personality, different expansions. So pray to the Balaramji today for spiritual strength so that we can become purified. He is a guru. So pray to him for all the spiritual knowledge. And without his mercy, you cannot enter Krishna Leela. Therefore, at the ultimate end, he is also taking us to the spiritual world. So he's the first guru. So we want guidance in spiritual life. We want shelter. We need protection. Everything Balaramji can do. And he's very merciful. And Nityananda Prabhu, he was even more merciful than Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya taught big scholars something. But Nityananda Prabhu was the one who delivered Jagai Madai. Very merciful. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very upset because Madai threw a stone on the head of Balaramji. So Balaramji's beautiful body, a Brahma of his body is spiritual, there can be no injury. Brahma was created of an injury on the head. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know, he came to the spot and called for Sudarshan, I want to cut their head. So Balaramji fell at the feet. Nityananda Prabhu fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No, will not lift weapon in this incarnation. And he has assisted Lord Chaitanya's Leela in wonderful ways, so many wonderful ways. So that is Balaramji. Okay, anybody, I've forgotten something, you want to add something or have any question? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Radhika here. Can we have
Hare Krishna.
also in the house of in our house and pray, Prabhu? We have only Krishna.
What is that? You have?
Can we have Balaram's photo also in the house and pray, Prabhu? Or because we have only Krishna, so that was made out.
No, Krishna is never alone. Either you should have Balaram with him, at least put a cow with him next. I remember I visited some congregation now, only Krishna. I said, what are you doing? At least have a cow. If not Radha Rani, we have Radha Krishna temple, Krishna Balaram temple. At least have a cow Krishna. Somebody, Krishna is never alone.
Yeah, cow Krishna and Yashoda Krishna and Kali Krishna, all three are there. Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Somebody should be there.
Sure.
Somebody should be there. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And happy Balaram Jayanti, Prabhu. And to all.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, everybody fast till afternoon. Afternoon. Balaramji is very merciful. Janmashtami is midnight. Krishna is very strict. But Balaramji is afternoon is enough.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, any other pastime of Balaramji which I missed? Anybody wants to remembers?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, ma'am.
See, today's this thing, what a lecture you give, it was wonderful. Do we get it in the YouTube, the same stream, this thing, live stream?
Yeah, this is
recorded.
recorded.
It's recorded, no? Yeah. I mean, I'll keep it always with me so that it will always help in teaching and remembering Balaram and telling it to the children also. So,
very nice.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So you are taking class this time?
No, Prabhu, due to some health problems for my husband, I couldn't take. Next time I'm taking.
You are in Udupi or you come back to Bangalore?
No, I'll come back to Bangalore already. Yes, thank you.
Okay, chalo, we take break. Now, a lot of events are coming up. We have Balaram Jayanti today evening. Then 27th, we have Bhumi Puja. Then after that, we have Janmashtami 2 days. Then we have children competition also on the Janmashtami time. Lot of work. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhave evacha patidana pavanebhyo Vaishnavano Anant Kodi Vaishnavindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Balaram Jayanti ki.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare